Good morning students. Now today we will begin with chapter 4, that is matter, and it is very easy topic for you all because you all have already studied about matter in physics in chapter 1. So you all very much aware, very much known topic for you all. Okay, so let us begin. Okay, so what is matter? Matter is anything that occupied space and has mass. Okay, anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Okay, anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Okay, is known as matter. Anything that occupied space and has mass is called matter. Okay, now matter can be subdivided into three categories. Matter can be subdivided into three categories. Okay, we all know that what are these categories. First one is solid. Second one is liquid, and third one is gases. Okay, so matter is further subdivided into three categories: solid, liquid and gases. Okay, solid, liquid and gases, these are the three states of matter. Solid state, liquid state, gaseous state. Okay, three states we will have. Okay, solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. Okay, so see here, before studying about these solid, liquid and gases, let us take few examples of solid, few examples of liquid and few examples of gases. Okay, so it will make you more clear what is solid, what is liquid and what is gases. Solid, we will have, suppose glass. Okay, bucket, table, chair. Okay, table, chair, glass, bucket, anything solid material we will take. Okay, plates, all these are etc. Okay, all these are the example of solid. And example of liquid, what we will have? Example of liquid, we will have water is a liquid, then kerosene oil, petrol, diesel. Okay, all these are examples of liquid. Gases, we will have gases like hydrogen gas, oxygen gas, okay, nitrogen, all these are gases, etc. Okay, so these are the example of solid, liquid and gases. So matter exists in basically in these three categories: solid, liquid and gases, that we have studied. Okay, now what? Before studying the property of solid, liquid and gases, we will first know about two things, and those two things is intermolecular space and intermolecular force. Okay, they both are interrelated term also, intermolecular space and intermolecular force, and because of that only the properties of solid, liquid and gas is depend on these two term, intermolecular space and intermolecular force. The properties of solid, liquid and gas is depend basically in these two term only. Okay, so what is intermolecular space? Space between the molecules. Okay, suppose the space between the molecules, one these are the molecules I have drawn. Okay, suppose these are molecules. Okay, these are the molecules. Okay, all together all these are the molecules. When combined they will form a molecules. So all together they are molecules. And what happens? These molecules are far apart. These are the space. This is the space. Okay, this is the space between the atom. Okay, space between the molecules of an atoms. Okay, so these are the spaces. Okay, space. So these space are known as intermolecular space. When these space are very less, then what happen? When the space is very less, when the molecules are, suppose like this, space is very less, then what happens? We will say that force is very strong. Okay, when the space is very less, the force will be very strong. Okay, and when the space is very large, then we can say that the force is very weak. The intermolecular force is very weak. So they both are, as I have said, they both are interrelated term. Okay, when intermolecular space is very less, then intermolecular force is very strong. When intermolecular space is very large, the intermolecular force is very weak. So altogether the structure of solid, liquid and gas is depend on these two terms. Okay, intermolecular force is the force between the molecules. Okay, the force acting between the molecules is known as intermolecular force. Force acting among molecules. Okay, acting among molecules. The force acting among molecules is known as intermolecular force. Space between molecules. Space between molecules is known as intermolecular space. Okay, so these two terms are very important before discussing about the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so now we will begin with the property of solid first. Okay, about solid. Okay, so see here in book what it is given. General properties of solid. So see here, first see the structure of solid. These are molecules. Okay, these are molecules. Okay, and this is solid state. Okay, solid state. Diagram of a solid state. So see here. The first property is a solid has a fixed shape and fixed volume. A solid has a fixed shape and fixed volume. Okay, fixed shape and fixed volume. Okay, now why we will have a fixed shape and fixed volume? Because the intermolecular space is very less in case of solid, and force, intermolecular force is very large in this case. As space is less, then force will be very large, so they cannot be able to move. Okay, the force is so strong that the molecules will not able to shift even. Okay, not move. So that is why they have a definite shape and fixed volume. Okay, definite shape and definite volume. First property is this. Second, every property will have a reason along with it. Okay, second, solid generally cannot be compressed. Okay, can't be compressed. We cannot compress solid. Why? Because it is a very hard material, hard substance. Solid is generally hard. Why it is hard? Because the force is very strong. This means their volume cannot be reduced by applying pressure on them. The intermolecular space in solid is negligible, so the molecules cannot be pushed closer. However, a porous solid leaf like a leaf of a bread has air space which make it easily compressible. So why it cannot be compressed? Because there is no space, because there is no intermolecular space, because of no intermolecular space, because of no intermolecular space it can't be compressed. Okay, so see here, third property, a solid does not flow. It does not flow. So why? The reason will be the same. Why? Because the space is very less, force is very strong, so it will not able. So even when it cannot shift, how can it flow? जब shift नहीं कर सकते तो flow कैसे करेंगे, है ना? Because of the large intermolecular force and less space. Fourth, a solid expand or contract very little on being heated or cooled. Okay. Fourth, solid expand or contract very little on heated. Okay, solid expand or contract very little. Expand means फैलना, contract means सुकड़ना. तो ना ज़्यादा फैलते हैं ना ज़्यादा सुकड़ते हैं, चाहे उनको हम गर्म करें या चाहे जो करें. Why? Because they are having a definite shape and definite volume, because they have a very large intermolecular force and very less very small intermolecular force. The very large intermolecular force they have and very small intermolecular space they have. Okay, they don't have space, even they don't have space between them, and force is very strong. That is why all properties we have seen that सारी property का सिर्फ एक ही रीज़न है, वो क्या है कि स्पेस बहुत कम है जिसकी वजह से फोर्स बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. सो यही कारण सबका ही है, सारी प्रॉपर्टीज़ इसी पे ही डिपेंड है. ओके, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंटरमोलेकुलर स्पेस और इंटरमोलेकुलर फोर्स में. यही तुम देखोगे सभी केसेस में, सॉलिड लिक्विड गैसेस में, सब में प्रॉपर्टी इन्हीं इंटरमोलेकुलर स्पेस और इंटरमोलेकुलर फोर्स के इर्द गिर्द घूमेंगी. सो फर्स्ट वी हैव स्टडीड अबाउट सॉलिड. सॉलिड हैव अ डेफिनेट शेप एंड डेफिनेट वॉल्यूम. It can't be compressed, does not flow, and solid can't expand or contract on heating very much. Okay, little bit expansion, that is not considered. We can say that a negligible expansion or negligible contraction which can't be counted, and what happens, they on heating they can't be counted. Okay, so all these are the properties of solid we have studied, and about liquid and gas we will study in our next video. So study till here. From next video we will study about liquid and gas also. Thank you.